Every year, a staggering 1 million young lives are cut short due to a silent crisis that few talk about: child growth failure. This devastating issue is the third leading cause of death and illness in children under 5 worldwide, yet it remains largely overshadowed by other global health concerns. But here's where it gets even more alarming. Despite progress, the impact is still profound, particularly in Sub-Saharan Africa and South Asia, where hundreds of thousands of children continue to perish annually. The latest Global Burden of Disease 2023 study, published in the Lancet Child and Adolescent Health, sheds light on this persistent tragedy. While the number of deaths linked to child growth failure, CGF, has dropped from 2.75 million in 2000 to 880,000 in 2023, the problem is far from solved. Sub-Saharan Africa alone accounts for 618,000 of these deaths, with South Asia following closely behind at 165,000. Among the key indicators of CGF, being underweight remains the deadliest, contributing to 12% of all under 5 deaths, followed by wasting, 9%, and stunting, 8%. Shockingly, researchers found that stunting affects far more children than previously thought, highlighting a hidden epidemic. But here's the part most people miss. CGF doesn't just cause growth issues, it dramatically increases the risk of death from diseases like lower respiratory infections, diarrhea, malaria, and measles. In 2023, nearly 800,000 children under 5 died from these preventable illnesses, with CGF playing a role in 77% of diarrheal deaths and 65% of respiratory infection deaths in Sub-Saharan Africa. South Asia paints a similarly grim picture, with 79% and 53% of deaths from these causes linked to CGF, respectively. In contrast, high-income regions, where growth failure is less prevalent, saw significantly lower rates of these deaths. The causes of child growth failure are complex and interconnected, ranging from food insecurity and climate change to poor sanitation and conflict, explains Dr. Bobby Reiner, co-author of the study and professor at the Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation. This raises a controversial question: can we truly tackle CGF without addressing the systemic issues driving it? Dr. Reiner emphasizes that no single solution will work across all regions, sparking debate on how best to allocate resources and interventions. What's equally concerning is the vicious cycle of wasting and stunting. Stunted children are more likely to waste, and vice versa, with this cycle worsening as they grow older. And this is the part most people miss. Signs of growth failure often appear within the first 3 months of life, pointing to issues like premature birth or low birth weight. For older infants, it may signal malnutrition, repeated infections, or other underlying problems. Early detection and intervention are critical, yet they remain out of reach for millions. Reversing stunting is incredibly difficult, which is why identifying high-risk areas and acting swiftly is essential, Dr. Reiner adds. This study isn't just a call to action, it's a wake-up call. What do you think? Are we doing enough to address this global crisis, or is it time for a radical shift in how we approach child health? Share your thoughts in the comments below.